Miller's planet wouldn't be illuminated as the black hole isn't feeding. If it were, a hot plasma ring would form, making the planet uninhabitable. As the shuttle enters Miller's atmosphere and vibrates, the astronauts' helmet's reflection remains still, though they should be shaking too. As Endurance moves away, Earth appears to spin counterclockwise. However, in an earlier scene, it's shown rotating clockwise, creating a continuity error. Case states Endurance spins at 67 to 68 RPM, completing over 1 rotation per second. However, visually, it appears closer to 20 RPM, completing a rotation every 3 seconds. Cooper's watch shows 9 a.m. when he enters Murph's room, but later, when giving her a watch, his own watch reads 8:20 a.m. Given the importance of the Endurance mission, it's unlikely future humans ignored TARS when it was recovered with Cooper. The AI contained invaluable mission data. The underground rocket launch depicted a Saturn V booster. Normally, windows would shatter from the blast, but the facility was engineered to withstand extreme conditions, including reinforced windows.
He died today. He had no pain.
Murphy's message to Dr. Brand changes slightly between transmission and reception, altering "I am very sorry" to "I am sorry."
I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss.
Cooper calls out distances in feet while docking, but NASA uses the metric system. His mistake is understandable given his time away from NASA.
10 feet out. Cooper, we are.
The drone Cooper and his children chase has an antenna, but the one they catch does not. Cooper draws a landing schematic, but the drawing changes in a later scene. The film title suggests interstellar travel, but the planets are in another galaxy, making the journey intergalactic instead.
Another galaxy. Another galaxy.
The time dilation on Miller's planet suggests 7 Earth years per hour. However, the timing of waves and the crew's reaction contradicts this, creating inconsistency in the perceived timeline. During docking, Cooper and Dr. Brand should lean differently according to physics. They should lean right during spin-up, stay upright when speeds match, then lean left when slowing down. The Ranger needs a 3-stage rocket to leave Earth, but lifts off a high-gravity planet with just its own thrust. The weight difference of 2 people wouldn't compensate for this. Dr. Mann attempts to open the airlock on the Ranger while docking with Endurance. However, standard mechanical, electrical, and electronic interlocks should prevent this action if the airlock still contains atmosphere or if the docking is incomplete. Such safeguards became common in the 20th century. During an emergency docking with Endurance, Case warns Cooper that the ship is entering the planet's stratosphere, but Brand notes it lacks a heat shield. Given the planet's dense atmosphere, which supports frozen clouds, the ship would have burned up before reaching the stratosphere.
She's got no heat shield.
NASA would require advanced industry to build spacecraft for the Lazarus missions. However, by 2074, Earth's high-tech sector seems defunct. This is evident as people drive decades-old cars, and Cooper's family finds a crashed drone from a bygone era. During Cooper's farewell to Murph, her necklace alternates between being inside and outside her t-shirt as the camera angle shifts. As Cooper warns of an incoming wave, he mistakenly refers to the region between the 2 wave crests as a swell instead of as a trough. His urgency likely contributed to the error.
Second wave is coming. We're in the middle of a
will.
Cooper resets farm machine GPS systems, implying someone maintains the satellites despite NASA's supposed shutdown. However, with industry largely collapsed and old vehicles still in use, it's unclear how new satellites would be built and launched. Doyle dies on Miller's planet because he waits for Case to rescue Brand instead of continuing his evacuation. Brand ignores Cooper's orders to evacuate immediately, insisting on retrieving Miller's data. However, the massive waves caused by the black hole made the planet uninhabitable. Cooper tosses a coin onto the floor near a sand pattern, but in the next scene, its position changes significantly, moving across floorboards. After Dr. Mann damages Endurance, it inexplicably spins on its original axis. Given the missing parts, the center of gravity should shift, making docking nearly impossible. As Brand climbs onto Case to rush back to the Ranger, she lies in one direction. However, when they begin moving, her position is reversed. Two characters fall from an ice plateau onto a shadowy platform. Moments later, they're seen fighting in a completely different location. Harvesting machines suggest harvest time, yet the corn appears green. Mature corn is dry and brown. Additionally, drought conditions wouldn't produce tall, thickly foliaged plants as seen in the film. Miller's planet orbits Gargantua at nearly 0.99 C. Cooper used intermediate black holes, IMBHs, of 10,000 solar masses to match this speed. Traveling at 0.3 AU a month, it would take 3 months of proper time to reach Miller's planet. Due to time dilation, this equates to 15,000 Earth years. The round trip would take 30,000 Earth years.